Live-o. This is Creative Insight. We got Sense in the building. How are you, bro?
Gang, I'm
Bless
happy
up.
to be here.
Bless
I'm
up,
happy
man.
to be here.
Yes.
Constantly elevating.
Yes, he came through.
Boom.
Yo, right now. Yo, we're in a different setting right now, man. It's a different scene right now. And we're just going to get into everything music with you, man, because I know you're a talented artist, and I want to, basically in this interview, I think what would be best if we just start from the beginning with the music. So how did you get into music, first of all?
So the musical journey has been lit. I'm not going to lie, man. I've been round the horses, but we've got there, man. I started when I was young. I would say year 5, year 6, that's when I was like writing little bits of poetry, like kind of as part of school, but also I was just finding my way with words. I always had a love for language, and that kind of followed me through year 7, year 8, year 9, spitting over grime beats. But I wasn't allowed to listen to music. I wasn't allowed to listen to rap music at home because I'm the eldest sibling. So my parents kind of had those connotations that rap was promoting certain values that they didn't want in the household. So I kind of developed my love for writing through R&B and neo soul. So Flowetry, Jill Scott, D'Angelo, Music Soul Child, like soul music is where I kind of developed that love for words and emotion and sound. But then when I was with the man them at school, it was all
different.
It was brother Kano,
Setting,
Gets,
yeah.
Chip. It was that energy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I kind of developed the pen. But then I went on you could say a hiatus. Like I never really packaged myself as an artist. Like I wasn't shooting videos, I wasn't putting music out there. But if you knew me, you knew that I love spitting and I could spit. But there wasn't really a process in place to put that music out. Fast forward, I go through uni, do up 1-2 relationships.
What uni did you go,
that.
if you can say?
Yeah, of course, man. So I went to the University of Kent. I was in Canterbury between kind of 18 to 21, and I studied English. So you can kind of see that even when I weren't doing music, I was always I was always refining my pen, and I was always like following my love for language. It just wasn't in an orthodox way. Like I just wasn't putting out raps. But all through uni, I was still writing raps and just spitting them at my 4 walls, bro. I thought I was cold. Like,
so you was just in your room just spitting. No, at this point, no one was hearing the bars.
My brothers, my mum, my dad.
Wow.
And then a few of the man them and my girlfriend at the time. Like they were hearing my bars, but I wasn't. I might have put out a little clip on, because these times I was like anti-social media. I was so like
off grid,
bro. I was doing everything in kind of like reverse. Like I was doing up long-term relationship, anti-social media. I'm thinking about like getting married. Like I'm thinking
at
like
what age was this?
19, 20. Because I'm like, all of this is a joke. Like social media, materialism, fashion. Like it's all long. Like I don't want nothing to do with
You had a mature mindset from young, would you say? 19.
Yeah. See, the thing is, because you could say it's mature. But then you could also say you're like jumping a phase of development. Because I think it's also important to go through that phase and actually, what are other young people doing? What sounds are out there? Like I didn't know what was popping musically. I was just in my own like bubble of music. I wasn't really exploring that, and I was very rigid. And I think that's why it's kind of I've had to kind of go backwards and actually get back on socials, see what's popping on there, see what's popping in the industry, see how people are branding themselves, and learn about what it means to be an artist. Because you're not an artist if you just spit bars at your 4 walls. So it's kind of been a process of like unlearning, relearning. And then fast forward to like the last 2-3 years, I would say I've been like, cool, I want to be an artist now. Like I've done uni, I've done some like decent jobs post uni where I've learned how to build businesses. I've learned how to like build infrastructure.
What type of jobs did you do after uni?
So some good ones. I'm not gonna lie. I have to gas up the thing. Little piece. So I've worked for local government. That's Croydon Council. I've worked for Reed, which is like the biggest recruitment company. And I'm currently working for the civil service, but I won't say too much on that one. But yeah, all of those jobs have like allowed me to like learn about people, just like institutions, like because that's kind of what everyone's trying to build, really. Like the sustainability is, can you build an institution where you have people doing different parts, different departments, and something that you can actually pass on to your children, and
a
like
legacy.
A legacy. So through those jobs, I've learned how to do that. But now it's like, cool, let's lock in and build Sense. Let's build up that brand now.
And at what point was that in the journey that you realized it's time to build Sense now? When did you reach that stage?
I would say like 3 years ago.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years ago, man. Big up to U-Press. Big up to Rago Zulu Rebel. Big up to Mariana. Big up to everyone that's associated with U-Press. Like, I got to a stage where I was like, cool, I need to actually develop myself as an artist, and I need mentors. Because I had no mentors at the time. Like I had support in family. Don't get twisted. And my cousin Chris as well. Like Chris, if you see this, Chris, yeah,
big up Chris, yeah.
Every time, big him up.
So he was like an important role in your career, music.
Definitely,
and
definitely, because he was doing bits and bobs within the music industry.
Okay.
So periodically, like maybe every 4 or 5 months, I'll send him something, and you know what? He never gassed me up. He was like, cool, like, you can obviously spit. But he's like, I'm not sure about these hooks. I'm not sure about those punches.
He was giving you that criticism.
Yes. And he was respectful, but he wasn't holding any punches. And I'd always go back to the lab and then kind of work again for like 4 or 5 months, go back to him.
Yeah.
And then over time, I started to see like, man's bopping his head a little bit more now. Yeah, man's like smiling through the tracks now. Yeah. Like, it's getting to the end of the tracks and man's like, okay, like, I don't really have much more to add. So I'm using that shift in his energy to kind of guide me. As well as I said, U-Press, I went on a 15-week course with them, and we did everything from like songwriting, collaborating, performance technique, building songs from scratch, and I was working with musicians.
So that's U-Press, yeah?
Yeah, that's U-Press.
So anyone out there that's looking for like that kind of thing to develop themselves as an artist,
yes,
would you recommend that?
I would definitely recommend that. And big up Farah. I mentioned Rago Zulu, I mentioned Mariana and the whole team, but Farah as well. He's the mastermind behind it all, and he has loads of young people coming in there. They're based in like Paddington.
Okay.
So yeah, I recommend them.
Was that full time? Was that like 5 days a week kind of thing? Like
no,
intensive course.
It was intensive, but it was once a week. But then you have like different things that you have to take home and then
homework,
bring. Yeah, exactly, and then bring for the next week. Also, as you moved through the program, you was also like linking up with artists in between and working on different projects. Okay. So that experience was transformative. From there, I was like, cool, I understand how to go about things. Because remember, as I was saying, I wasn't even on socials back then. So the whole like taking photos.
Oh, you still weren't on socials at this time?
This is where I started to like resurface. Like it all kind of happened at the same time.
So what social media did you jump on when you got back onto the socials?
Instagram.
Yeah. What was you saying when you jumped on Insta? Like, how was it? What year was that actually? Because
I think we're talking 2017. You know.
Okay.
I think that's when we're talking. Like 2017, 18, around that time.
That's about the time when they introduced the Instagram stories. Yeah.
To me, when I came back, stories was there. So maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I jumped on Insta, and that was a process of like becoming humble, because then I started seeing, oh snap, this is what everyone's doing. My man's got 100,000 followers, man's got 200,000, and then I'm listening to all the music. Then I'm getting into Spotify playlists, and I'm jumping on YouTube. I'm back on GRM. I'm like, yo, the scene is like vibrant, and you got bare different man that are.
Who was like, who was you rating at that time? 2017, 2018.
I think I was rating Kendrick the most.
Oh yeah,
definitely rating Kendrick the most. But in UK, Skepta.
Yeah.
Skepta gets. I think I was maybe. Round that time, I started getting into Dave as well.
Yeah, Dave, because what did he drop around that time? There was a few bangers he had.
Yeah, he had. Yeah. I'm not fully plugged into his timeline, but I just know he was starting to like get some nice momentum. Stormzy, obviously Stormzy's from Ends.
Oh yeah.
Croydon. Yeah, he's from Croydon. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, like Stormzy's actually cutting through like on a different level now. So it was inspiring.
There's a lot of talented artists in Croydon, you know.
What?
Yo,
bro, don't get me started. Don't get me started on Croydon. The man them in Croydon, I can reel off names. Boy Nash, Hard.
Yeah,
Still okay, so you know,
talented, very talented.
Still Shady, Hard. He's going on tour soon. Senxe, bruv. Senxe is mad.
Yeah,
he's mad. Like he's probably my favorite. If we're talking openly, like we're having a real discussion, Senxe is my favorite. He's
favorite
cold.
artist from Croydon or favorite artist?
I'd say favorite from Croydon.
Okay.
If I'm taking myself out the equation. I know my lane's my lane.
Yeah.
In terms of outside of my camp, I'll say Senxe is there.
Nice.
And then there's bare other man. Floetic is cold. Reckless Demeanor.
So did most
crazy.
of those artists,
I rate them all. I can't lie. I rate them. Yeah,
there's a lot. Even Hardy Caprio.
He's
from Croydon.
Yeah,
there's a lot, man.
And then Dave isn't too far from Croydon.
Streatham, isn't it?
Streatham.
Yeah.
So that's like 20 minutes on a 109, bro.
So do you find that there's like a collaborative thing going on with Croydon artists, like all support each other or nothing like that?
I feel so, yeah.
I
feel so, man. I think instrumental to that is Tracks on Tap. Tracks on Tap, big up Little Trubs, big up Sammy D, and everyone associated with them. I think they're bringing the community together nicely and creating a space where man can collaborate. Big up Shakes as well. Shakes, if we could do like a sign or whatever, one to watch, Shakes.
Shakes.
I was in studio with him yesterday. He's 15.
Wow.
It's long.
So you made it. You guys made a tune yesterday, yeah?
We made a tune. Okay. Certain different man. I won't say who was on but we was all in the studio. And yeah, like you could see that there's the competitive energy there, but there's a couple man, at least 2, 3, 4 man from that camp that are due to blow. It's just about having the infrastructure and everyone letting know. Can I swear?
Yeah.
No fuckery. Let's not tear each other down. There's enough food for every man to eat in it. Build up everyone. Like, let's support each other. Let's work on the pen.
Yes.
Let's get this pen sharp so that we can actually be the Biggies, the Jay-Z's, the Tupacs.
And the UK scene is bubbling up right now. It's popping off.
Fully.
It's popping off.
Yeah, fully.
It's popping off, most definitely. So when everyone comes together and makes it happen, it can only go up from there.
100%.
You know what I mean?
It's magic, man.
That's it. And now coming back to you now.
Yes.
With your first music video, because I went on your channel.
Yeah.
And was your first music video with the guys?
Yeah.
That was the first music video, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get into that a little bit. Like,
sweet.
So was that wasn't your first track though, was it?
It wasn't my first track.
You got some audio there, but your first video was with the guys. Like,
sure.
How was it shooting that video?
Do you know what? With the guys, big up Chiba Visuals, man. And big up everyone that supported on the day. With the guys was lit. I feel like you
was having a good time.
Just wanted to have a good time.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
You look live, man. I saw you pouring up there. Look live.
Yeah,
so,
we had White Horse. That's where we're from. We had White Horse in the background. We went to Crystal Palace Park. And yeah, man, we just caught a vibe. Like, that's kind of what I wanted my first video to be about. Like, my first, so I've got Every Day, I've got Not Welcome, and then I've got With the Guys. And all of those songs is just like me. Like, that's the most pure, natural version of myself. Like, I'm not thinking about industry. I'm not thinking about strategy. I'm just like, I just want to give you like this. And then I'll strategize after. Some people might say it was the wrong way to do it, or I could have been more strategic, but I just didn't care.
Yeah, I think
I just wanted to put it out.
It's got a natural vibe to it, that one.
This is it.
And it's like, I feel like those locations that you picked, were they meaningful to you?
Yeah,
because I could see there's some iconic there, like that petrol station.
Yeah.
Looks like, is that in Croydon?
Yeah,
I think I've passed that one before.
There you go.
So that's iconic. Yeah.
And White Horse Wines, like, if you know White Horse, you know White Horse Wines. Enough, man, pull up, whip it. Just on the side of White Horse Wines, late night, getting your drinks. Got 2 gal with you, little Bubba Roots or whatnot, Red Stripe. You see the uncles outside.
We're going on to Bubba Roots though. We're going to talk about that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, White Horse Wines is iconic. Crystal Palace Park is iconic. And family is iconic, man. Like, when I go back, and like when we go back in 5 years, like with the guys, is the essence of how I move, innit? Like, and the guys means the sisters, the brothers, my cousins, family, anyone that's on job. Like, it's just like, I want to be with the people, innit? That's the whole journey, innit? That's the whole essence.
Orientated.
Yeah, and people orientated. Like, just, in general. I think
that video looked exciting, man.
Yeah.
It made me like show a different side to you as well.
Yeah.
Because when I was looking at this Then I was looking at Purge as well.
Yeah.
They've not Purge, sorry. 5 months.
Yeah.
When I was looking at 5 months, it's a different vibe.
Sure.
It had this one was like sunny,
Yep.
bright colors.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It was like it was summer because that was in summertime, wasn't it?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it was like, and I could see the way you developed it as well. So that one was good, man. I liked it.
I appreciate it.
And also, like, it got good feedback too. So did the feedback kind of push you on to do more? Was that kind of like the catalyst for it, for you like going even further with it now?
Fully.
Or was it just something you was gonna do anyway?
Oh, I think it's a combination of the two, because I feel like I'm just so locked in now that I just like, it's just unstoppable momentum.
Yeah.
I can't stop. But at the same time, when you put something out and you get feedback, it gives you more energy, and it gives you more data to work with. Like there's things like I analyze everything. Like most artists and creatives, so I'm not unique in that regards. But there's things that I did with the guys that I wouldn't do now. There's little performance techniques, or there's the writing techniques that I wouldn't do. But sometimes, like, if the song's just on your laptop, you might not feel that necessity, that urgency to like develop your craft. When you put it out there, you've released it, and you know it's being received by others, that's when you're like, do you know what, cool, man, could have done this different.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to go through that process. So with the guys, it's like very there to me in that regards, in terms of building myself as a professional.
Yeah.
100.
And what made you pick with the guys? Because you had 3 other songs that's got audio there, but out of even those tracks and all the other tracks that was in your catalog, why did you pick with the guys to be the video?
Because I wanted to put something out over summer. I was quite adamant that like I want to shoot a visual. Like I've never shot a visual before, like a professional one.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just do one. And like with the guys was the most suitable song that I had at the time. And this is where again I think that's the impulsive side to me. Like now I wouldn't be so impulsive. Like I'd be like, is this actually the summer song I want to release? Where would I envisage this being heard?
Yeah.
Who is this catered for? But back then I was just like, I want to put something out. This is my most summery song. Big up Jay Dolphin, man. He done a lot of work on that song. That was my engineer, is my engineer. So yeah, man, Jay Dolphin. He put work. He's another guy from Ends, Croydon, talented. Big up Overdose family, ODF crew. Buno from ODF has just released a tune.
What about legendary Lexi?
Bro, legendary Lexi.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says good things about you, you know.
Bro.
He says good things about you.
You see Lexi, yeah?
Yeah.
He's mad. He's a wizard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had the pleasure. So that the narrative there, I wanna just quickly stay on Jay Dolphin.
Yeah.
And it's mad. Them man went college together, and I never even knew that.
Wow.
So I'm obviously drawn to their talent and something, whether it's the college or how they grew up. But Dolphin was the whole beginning to like, he was like Feb to September last year. I was just working with Dolphin, only him, and we developed a great relationship. From there, naturally, I'm like, cool, I want to work with different engineers. Like, it's nothing personal to anyone. I want to see how different men work and learn different tips. I went to Lexi, so Dolphin, wizard in his own right. Went to Lexi now, he's a wizard. Like, man engineers, produce, like Dolphin, engineers, produces, and raps.
And raps as well.
And he's cold. It's cold.
Very.
And the way I found out about him is through Tracks on Tap. So this is what I'm trying to say. Everything is kind of linking up.
Yeah.
Because I went Tracks on Tap off the cuff. I was like, yo, let me just go to this show. And I'm seeing this youth with like blue dreads on stage.
Yeah, he stands out.
And his performance is mad. Beats were mad. Everything was mad. I was like, who's this youth? I need to link with him. It took like a year before I even bucked him in studio.
Wow.
So everything is just like timings. And yeah, he is, when he drops his tape, it's a shutdown.
So you featured on the tape?
I'm not featured on the tape, but I'm sure we'll work together. Yeah.
Have you got tracks?
Yeah.
He's your he's engineered some of your music.
Yeah.
What ones has he engineered? That's out now. If there's any
5 months. 5 months. Freestyle. He engineered that.
Yeah.
Purging. Everything I'm gonna drop over the next few months. Lexi's engineered.
Okay.
Yeah.
And coming on to 5 months now.
Ooh.
Actually, let me see if there's anything based on 5 months, because there's a lot to get into in 5 months still.
Lovely job.
Yeah, there's
Lovely
a lot.
job.
But before that though, what's Baba Root's drink?
Baba Roots, yeah. Big up Tivoli. Yeah, gang Tivoli, you know who you are. That was a drink he put me onto. It's like a herbal tonic.
Yeah.
And it just nices you. Like
Is
just
it alcoholic?
It's non-alcoholic. I think there might be like a trace of alcohol in there.
Okay.
But the
a bit of
main
rum or
thing,
something.
yeah, like some but trace.
Yeah.
It's got different herbs in there.
Oh, okay.
And when you drink it, it just makes you feel calm, makes you feel relaxed. It helps to cleanse you.
Wow.
So just like more like a cleansing tonic. And a lot of those roots drinks out there, man loves them, bro.
What kind of herbs are you talking, bro?
Herbs, bro, we're talking like alfalfa. No, I'm not getting caught out. I'm not getting caught lacking today. I'm not getting caught lacking. We're talking alfalfa. We're talking ginseng. We're talking burdock root. We're talking like all of them kind of herbs.
Okay.
Obviously put into a tonic. Obviously the Irish sea mosses, the black seed oils.
The sea moss is powerful.
Yeah, that is. I think that's crucial, especially living in this country.
Yeah.
You need to like constantly fortify yourself because this weather ain't built. I'm not built for this, man. Like I'm not built. But you know, as soon as you go on holiday, you're like, rah,
Like you're meant to be here.
What have I been living in, bruv? Yeah,
it's true.
So yeah, man, Baba Roots is
Baba
key.
Roots,
All of them health tonics, yeah.
Okay, because I saw it on the shoot, and I was interested. So I thought,
Yeah.
in the interview, I'll save it.
Yeah. I purposely had it in that shoot for purging as well.
Yeah.
Because
cleansing. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely, man. Purging's all about cleansing. And I feel like often a part of why we need to purge is sometimes like our addiction to vices. And one of those vices can be alcohol. Everyone's got their vice. I like a little piece of alcohol now and then. But I thought, do you know what? Let me actually have the Baba Roots in a video just to let people know that like there's other drinks out there that slap that you can also use to purge, and you
can make your own too.
Exactly.
And what's your heritage like? What background? What's your background?
So background is I'm third generation. So my parents were born here. My grandparents are a mixture of Jamaican, Grenadian, and Trinidadian. Gang. Big up the islands, man. Big up the islands 10 times.
Yeah.
Big up the whole global south, innit? Big up Africa. Big up the Far East, all them countries there. But man's an island boy, man.
That's
for
it,
real.
man.
For real.
Have you been?
Oh, pain. Cut the interview right now. Cut it right now.
Man, you have to go.
Right now. Man's feeling like a fraud now. Do you know what? I've never been for many different reasons. But it is, high up on my priority list to go there, man.
2022, man.
Yeah, definitely. Grenada. I think Grenada or Jamaica I need to go to, man. But we're connected. We've got family that go out there quite often. We're building up the bridges. I have been to Africa. Okay. So I've touched foot, I've touched land, I've touched the soil.
Good.
But yeah, it's just going home to the islands now is the next step.
And it will happen, man.
Yeah, of course. 100%, man.
Where are you going to go? Jamaica, Trinidad, or Grenada first?
It'll be Jamaica or Grenada, definitely. Okay. I think Trinidad's there, but I think my family is more Grenadian and Jamaican.
Okay.
Like those are the cultural influences that I feel on a more regular basis. The Trinidadian side, not so much, but respectfully, because it's obviously it's in the blood, so you can't deny what's in your blood. So yeah.
Okay, nice. That makes sense. So 5 months.
Yes.
Freestyle, man. That one slapped.
Gang.
That one was heavy. Still, I like that one. That one there. When I was editing it, I just felt the vibe, man. Yeah. Definitely. And in the intro, there's the names that you big up.
Boom.
Are they man them?
All of them.
Okay, big up them.
All of them.
T, Seb, Jeb, Ras, Tivoli, Dre.
There we go.
Someone?
No. I think you got everyone still. You got everyone still, yeah.
You see, that's the thing. I tried to learn the bars, you know.
Yeah. I respect that one still,
yeah.
And then I say all the man them at the end. Yeah, you got them. Yeah.
I respect, man.
Yeah, man. That's the core group. Other than like internal family members, mum, dad, like a few cousins. Those are the people that I'm always like bouncing my ideas off. They're sending ideas to me, and we're just growing like as people, as business people, as creatives, and just as humans. Innit? Those are the people So yeah, man, it's important to shout them out on that freestyle.
Most definitely. And then the opening bar, you ain't seen this energy since Gets and Kano. Just break that down if you can. Break that down a bit more.
Do you know what? Yeah, that bar is the most simple, but it's me paying homage, and it's just letting you know the kind of powers that I'm working with, because what Gets and Kano have been able to do, and the energy that they've had, like you go back to their earliest videos, you knew that the self-belief was there, the talent was there, the techers was there, and they've been relentless. They've put masterful projects out, masterful. They represent themselves, their culture, their families. They represent talent, craftsmanship, and they compete to be better than each other, respectfully. There's that constant still sharp and still. That energy there is how me and Amanda move. And I carry that. Like, that energy is in man naturally. So I was blessed to have representations of myself in the industry. You know, they say representation matters. I was able to see Gets, Kano, D-Double-D's man going at it in sets and challenging each other. And I mean, some of the projects that they've been releasing recently is just like, yo, crazy, conflict of interest. What?
Are they your, would you say they're your inspirations?
I would say, yeah. I've got so many inspirations, but Gets and Kano, particularly right now, Gets for the run he's on. Yeah. But you know, Kano will be away for a while and then just come and slap up an album, bro. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, them two.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then now, there's another bar. 5 years ago, I invested in did you say BTC?
No, VET.
VET.
Yeah.
What's VET?
So that's VeChain.
VeChain.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
so
VeChain?
Yeah, it's a crypto. So all of those are cryptocurrencies. And again, it was just to let people know that we're on, like, we know we're thinking ahead. All of us are thinking ahead, man. We're thinking about where the world is going, where technology is going, where money is going.
Yeah.
And I think it will all kind of show in the end that we had vision, and that we wanted to create something special. Yeah. So that's what that bar is. Obviously, you get bull markets, you get bear markets. It's not always up. Yeah, people, be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But did you say you invested it? You invested in VET.
Yeah.
You invested. Was that early?
Yeah. So
5 years ago.
It depends what you see as early.
Yeah.
For some people, it's early, but again, it's all about timings. Because I've invested at a good time, but then I've taken out at not always the best times. Do you know what I mean? So I think it would be false for me to act like it's all been rosy with crypto, because that thing will crash 30% and you didn't see it coming.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Yep. But generally, I think we was onto the trend early. Definitely earlier than some. Because I know people that got in like 5 years earlier than me.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? They got into Bitcoin very early. So we was aware.
And you had to, you put that in the bar to let them know.
100%.
That
100%.
You say money's changing, the way people invest is changing as well.
Definitely. And we are in the technocratic era where everything is online, whether you like it or not. And I want us to be on. I don't want us to be late to the party, but we got to be real about what this thing is, like cryptocurrency and decentralization. Is it some heavenly technological revelation that's going to uplift people, or is it just another phase of power? Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to be honest about what these things are. And that's something I want to talk about a lot more in the music and outside of the music.
Okay. So next bar, there'll be some more crypto bars in there.
Definitely, man. Okay. Definitely.
And now from there, there's one more bar.
Yes.
So many youths don't blow because they want to be ghosts, not James St. Patrick.
Yes.
Okay.
So
break that one down.
That's one of my favorite bars, man. And that one there is something that me and my brother Dre, who I shouted out on a tune before, spoke about. Obviously, if you've watched Power, you know that there's Ghost and there's James St. Patrick. So Ghost is the guy that is obviously involved in that side of the world. He's pulling certain strings. He's on the dark side. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously into the drugs business and whatnot. And then you got James St. Patrick, who is trying to create a more refined public image and do politics and kind of be legal and create that infrastructure for himself and his community. And I feel like it's a very great example of you needing to know what your role is and what your lane is, because not everyone's out here. Not everyone's a drug dealer. Let's be real. Not everyone's a footballer. Not everyone's a rapper. Like, and everyone needs to know what their role is. Like, some men are out here to be engineers or to be technicians or to be dentists, to be doctors, to be lawyers. Like, we have to just embrace our role. Like, let's just stop fighting. Let's stop fighting with ourselves. So many youths don't blow. I'm saying that man are not fulfilling their potential because they're trying to be something they're not.
They're not, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's deep, yeah.
Definitely.
Because I've never watched Power.
Okay.
That's why.
Get onto it. Get onto it.
Breaking Bad, what's wrong?
I've never seen Power. I think I missed the train with that one. That's why I was like,
no,
okay,
it's still out here.
That's why I wanted to see where the reference came from.
Yeah, so
okay,
it's a power,
I like it. It makes sense. It makes sense.
And then that kind of leads into the chorus. Where I come through Dapper, bring man La, bring man Tasha. So they're two characters.
Oh.
They're two characters from Power.
Okay, nice. It's
yeah,
clicking it. Did
and
you get it?
And that brings
okay, cool.
brings balance to it, because like man's kind of dropping a gem at the end of the verse.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, even me, I have the conflict though, because I'm saying all of this to you, but then I'm like, but I come through Dapper, bring man La, bring man Tasha. Like, there's a part of me that, like, I get it. I get why people just want to be wavy and have fun, and they don't want to necessarily just play a role. They want to just have fun. I wanted to reflect that. I wanted to give you like a gem at the end of the verse, but then also just show like through the chorus that I also just want to have fun. I'm not here to lecture anyone. That's long. I'm not trying to do that.
Nah, respect, man. Respect.
Yeah,
and
man.
5 months is doing well so far.
Yeah,
Good
man.
feedback.
Yeah,
People are loving it.
100%.
The streets are talking about it.
The streets are talking
track
about it.
And
Yeah,
the visuals,
yeah.
it matched up.
Big up JVA.
Yo.
Yeah, because everyone was like to me, yo, your visuals have stepped up. I said, JVH Studios. That's all I can say there. I didn't film it. So, yeah, man, it's moving.
Yeah. And that's it. And from there, next one.
Yes.
Purging.
Yes.
So why is the song called Purging?
Because 5 months was a song about manifestation. And I think it's important when you have goals to like timestamp them. Like, people talk about SMART objectives. And the T in the word SMART is like time bound. Because when you put a time to something, it brings like the necessary amount of energy into that like action. It doesn't mean it's going to happen how you want it to happen or exactly how you've envisaged it. But it's about bringing that energy in. So 5 months is now to summer. I know that there's a lot of things I want to achieve between now and summer. So that's why I did 5 months. Amen. But purging is like, cool, we've given you 5 months. Let's now talk about the process.
Yeah.
Sometimes the process to like becoming successful is you actually have to purge. It's not just go. Sometimes you have to say, okay, slow your roll a little bit. What issues do I have? Or what is actually toxic within me? Do I want to carry that forward through those 5 months? Or do I actually want to say, cool, I want to achieve this in a certain amount of time, but what do I need to let go? What do I need to address? What barriers are there? And for me, Purging was just an honest song about the fact that sometimes I don't even want to do this. Like, more time, I just want peace. Like, do I want to like studio mixing, mastering? Like, I love it. Don't get me wrong.
And what's peace to you though?
Peace is just the ability to just be still and just be content and to have no concerns, to have no worries, to know my family's good, to know my community's good, to know that there's no or very little corruption. People aren't being tricked out of their positions. There's no snakes in the grass. People aren't being
within your circle.
I'm just talking about globally, man.
Okay.
Like globally, that's for me is global peace. Peace for me is a global thing, but it's global, but it's also very personal at the same time. And it's family, it's community. There's so many layers to it.
Definitely.
And that's what I want. I just want peace, like. And purging for me is just like me getting back in touch with the fact that I want peace, but I'm grappling with it. And this is why you can hear it in the tune. Like, I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about like a gal with a big back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because even though I want peace and I'm trying to purge, I'm constantly fighting my own mind. Yeah, it's a journey. Yeah, fully.
It's like self-development in a way, in a sense of it too.
100%, bro. Yeah.
When you're on that journey, there's gonna be left, right, but you gotta keep going
constantly. Yeah, constantly. Yeah.
And then now, who produced Purging actually? Who made the beat? Who engineered it? Like, what was the process with that as well?
So Marco and that producer Ryan, who I've never met, I just found the beat online and I was feeling the beat, and then I took it to Lexi.
Yeah.
Lexi's added some more to it. Like, we've got the stems, we mixed the stems, mastered the stems, added some more production to it as well. So I'd say Lexi, Marco, that producer Ryan, and yeah, man, I feel like Purging, listen to that tune with through a good speaker or with headphones on. And just enjoy the way it's been mixed, man. Like they did a lot with that, man. I respect it.
But it'll be out now.
Yes,
it'll be out. It's out now.
Purge's out now.
Check it out.
Purge's out now.
Stream it. Watch the visuals.
There we go, man. Big up JV8. Big up that producer Ryan. Big up Samarco. Big up legendary Lexi. Big up the man them in the video. Big up Camden. Big up Alexandra and Ainsworth Estate. Big up everyone, man.
Yo, yeah. And what was your favorite bar from Purging?
I would say, and the man them are fighters, like praise on Sunday, so many ways that the bros can lift hands. I think that one, because we've got that fighting spirit in us, like especially like young people from certain environments, black, white, Asian, LGBT, whatever, from whatever environment it is. I think there's a lot of us, we have that fight in us. But I wanted to link that fight to something spiritual. So I'm like praise on Sunday, so many ways that the bros can lift hands. Because you can lift hands and scuff, fight, draw for whatever, but also lift hands in praise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There we go, man. Prayer hands. So also I wanted to combine those two, man. I wanted to combine those two 'cause I think it's important. It's a spiritual path that we're on as well as a physical. So that's probably my favorite bar from the track. Yeah.
Nice. And cool, man. And why did you choose to shoot the video in Camden?
Camden is full of history. Definitely. Like, it's full of culture, it's full of history. And particularly the Alexandra and Ainsworth Estate. It's a magnificent piece of brutalist architecture, which is like a style of architecture that was popularized post-World War II. And I just thought it'd be a nice backdrop to the tune Purging, because brutalist architecture is like raw concrete.
Yeah, that location was crazy.
It was mad.
When you sent it to me, I was like, wow. Yeah. I've never seen somewhere like that in London.
Yeah, before. Man. Yeah, this is it, man. We want to be creative and try and like tie the setting to the actual song. So yeah, having that as a backdrop for Purging, I think works quite well, because it's just grey and almost quite bleak. Yeah. But at the same time, Purging doesn't always feel colourful and pretty. So that's why we chose that location.
And it was a rainy day as well.
And it was raining.
So it was
cloudy.
Like, washing away everything.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, man.
It made sense, man. It made sense. And then now, like, would you say now, how do you think Purging fits in within the current industry that we're in right now?
I would say that it's me in my own lane, driving alongside the industry.
Oh, okay, I like that analogy.
Yeah, man. I think that's what I'll do. Like, I wanna always touch base with the industry, because that's where people's attention is, and you don't want to make it hard for listeners to connect with your music. So it is a drill song, but it feels like Sense. That's what I wanted it to feel like, Sense, but I'm doing drill. And there's so many different things. I'm definitely gonna do rock tunes, R&B tunes, pop tunes. Like,
when you say rock, are you gonna go full out
bro,
Iron Maiden, or are you gonna go rock mixing with some? You know what I mean?
I'll go full ham. Okay, we got one life. We got one life, man. Yeah. And as an artist, I'm trying to explore every crevice of my talent and of myself.
Nice.
I will touch every genre. I'm not saying everything is going to get mixed, mastered and released, but I will definitely touch it. Yeah, man.
That's it. You're getting to know yourself more as an artist as you do that too.
This is it. Yeah. And through that, you get to know yourself as a person. Because certain instruments evoke different things in you. And then when you're writing, you're like, raw, like, I wrote that. That means that was inside me. But if you're just doing the same genre all the time, you don't access certain parts of your code. So epigenetics is like your environment basically helps you to express certain genes, and your environment can be the people around you, the smells, the colors, the textures, but also the sounds. So if you're just listening to one type of music, you're gonna be boxed in to an extent. You're just gonna express a certain part of you. But listen to different styles, man. Like, I want to make loads of different music, like different genres. I want to work with different types of instruments. Definitely.
I need to research that more.
Yeah, man. Epigenetics is powerful, man. Oh, I'm trying to remember his name. I think his name is Bruce. I can't remember his second name, but London Real. He's on London Real, and he talks about epigenetics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow,
Bruce Lipton, I think his name is. Yeah.
So you got a lot of tracks to make.
What? What?
Yo,
so many. Someone give me free studio time, please.
Hey,
please.
man.
I'll just keep working.
Coming, man.
I'll just keep working 24 hours. I'll just be pouring songs out.
And
literally.
the EP's coming soon as well, right?
EP's coming soon, man. There's no fixed date at the moment.
Okay.
We're gonna be just shooting videos for the singles and just riding that wave for now, man.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Building up momentum.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be a mad journey.
Thank you very
Crazy,
much, bro.
epic.
Yeah, thank you.
And before we go, how'd you get the name Sense? And why is it with an X? Why the X? Yeah.
But that one's tasty, man. There's so many different influences. I think one, I grew up around elders. So like my dad, we used to reason from young. So he introduced me to like ways of thinking and concepts and stories that were probably ahead of my time. So I'd put these stuff into raps and I'd be talking to the man them. And I could just see with most man, other than my brother Tivoli, like it's not resonating. But I resonated with it, and the fact that I was trying to make sense of things, that was part of it. So like it's just a reference to intellect and thinking. Also Common, he obviously Common Sense. He was one of my favorite rappers. Just for how he would like weave together complex concepts, but just make it very relatable. I always loved that about Common. So that inspired me to choose the name Sense as well. And then I just thought it was like, like the 5 senses, sensations. Like I love.
Oh yeah, alright. There's a lot associated with it.
Yeah, and I'm about that. Like I love to stimulate like all my senses, like food, sound, colors. I love life in that way. In terms of the X now, that was a little bit by force, but it's also worked out because I added some uniqueness to it.
Yeah.
When I was releasing music, I was like, let me just check if there's any other Sense out there.
Yeah.
And there was one band in Australia that are called Sense. They're not massive, so I'm not sure if it would have been a dispute or not. But I thought, you know what, they got music out there. Just leave it. Like they've got it. Just they can have that. I'll put an X in there.
That makes it more unique.
It makes it more unique as well. Yeah, because it's like it's Sense, but it's the X is like almost it's what I make of Sense and what you make of Sense as well. So yeah, man. There was a point where I was gonna change the name. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to run with Sense, man. Yeah.
And you got the look with the dreads. Everyone kind of knows.
Yeah.
I think you got a very distinct look as well.
Yeah. Thank you,
so
bro.
So the Sense, he's got the dreadlocks, the
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah.
He's talking sense on the track.
This is it, man.
And when you get to know Sense, there's more layers behind it too.
This
so
is it, man.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, bro.
Go.
Literally.
There you go, man.
This is it, man. We want to stimulate people's senses as well. And we all want a sensational life. Like we literally... all of us want that, man.
Facts.
That's what we're working towards.
Yo, big up, man.
Respect every
Big
time,
up
bro.
Each and every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been Creative Insight. Big up Sense. Tell them your socials, man, quickly before we go.
Boom. So my socials are Sense Music 101. That's SENXE Music 101 on all platforms. I'm out here. Literally, I'm out here, and I'm working with JV8 Studios. And it's going fantastic. And yeah, man, we're looking to build a completely different lane. I swear, man. Like we're gonna be looking back at this in 5-10 years, man. And yeah, it's gonna be epic. It is already epic.
It's going.
So yeah, man. Love, respect, powers. Big up everyone that's supporting. I'm the one that's on camera. I'm the one that's in the pod, but there's so much that is being poured into me from my family, my friends, my community. I got people that I send music to at 3 a.m. in the morning, like, yo, man, just had this concept. I got people that are responding at all them times there, even though they're going through certain things in their life. So it's not just me. There's a whole infrastructure and community around, man. And I just want to do my part. I'm the one on camera making the music. I do my part. They do their part. We build. And yeah, man. Want to give back to the people, more life, more manner. Trust me.
Amen. So big up, follow, like, comment, subscribe to JV8 Studios, Creative Insights. We got more en route. Let's go.
Boom, 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 boom. Gang.
Hey, Sense, you got some bars for me?
Alright, come on, bro. Normal, man. We stay locked. We stay ready. Trust me. Yeah. Come from the Brown family, eldest bro, I served the crown gladly. Granddad worked in that factory, died last year alive in my battery. Dad was a builder, handy, no handouts, we work for that pantry. There's no beach, the ends are not sandy. Positive homes can send a man anti. Yeah, embark on panting, rise up things to drop a gal panty. Oh lord, that's karma, bro, turn Ghana, turn a man fancy. My bros don't question my musical ambition, we don't know about plan B. End of function, rapping gladly, that's my way of dancing to candy. Always thinking, why does the bullshit smell so strong? Why do I see what's sold as right as wrong? Why do I love touch gal man's young? Why do I love taste food from grandma? In darkness, that's where I learnt to pen. Why do I hear music then vent? Those are the 5 senses of sense. Not sensible, I'm a star sent air to add my sensations. Found out about Marcus Garvey, foundation to building up nations. And it's in the end we trust. Be careful of the tongue that bucks. Manifest what the people want. A bad boy tune soon come with knocks. Yeah, and we're done. Manifestation station. Something light, man, something light, bro, trust me. You say we're going straight back in? We done, yeah. Litty.
Yeah. So, man, this is a new segment right now.
Something light.
Creative Insight Freestyles, man.
Literally,
Yo,
man.
This is what I'm saying, man. Just something original, organic, and just letting things flow.
There we go, man.
Letting things flow, man.
There we go.
Big up.
Thank you, man, thank you.
Respect.
Trust me, big up JV8 every time.